Welcome back to the WHHI News. If you happen to watch 60 Minutes last weekend, you saw the piece on what the city of Beaufort and the county of Beaufort did regarding an attempt to ban 97 books from Beaufort County schools. One of those people actively involved with that was Millie Bennett. She is the former DAYLO leader at Beaufort High School. Millie, I know you were interviewed. What did you think of the segment when it aired last Sunday?
I thought it was just so great, honestly. Originally, the focus, what kind of caught the attention was the student activism, but I thought what they ended up doing and focusing on the history of the town and it's being a military town really ended up, I think, bringing a new kind of perspective to the piece that was just really great to experience and watch.
Tell people what DAYLO is as its former leader and how actively you were involved when this whole issue came to the front.
So DAYLO stands for Diversity Awareness Youth Literacy Organization. And what it is a book club, basically. And we talk about and read diverse stories there to connect each other to our community and to connect our community better, pretty much. So when the book bans first started happening, for the first couple months, there wasn't a lot of movement on kind of what was happening. I think we were all confused. Nobody had really ever been to a school board meeting before to know how to approach that. But a girl at Battery Creek High School who was not affiliated with DAYLO at the time took the first step forward to go to a school board meeting and speak out against the book bans. And DAYLO followed suit to support her and to support ourselves to become not just a book club, but a book advocacy and literacy freedom group.
Well, the attempts to ban books from public schools has been on the increase. Do you think what happened? Actually, how many books how many books was it that were eventually pulled? It was 97 had been requested to be pulled. Was it 3 or 4 that were actually pulled?
So all books were pulled initially. We were all pulled off the shelves. We've gotten 5 were banned permanently. 91 are back on the shelf, and that only makes 96. The other one is one that was never in Beaufort County schools to begin with, so it was not able to be banned or returned to shelves.
Do you think what happened and how the situation was handled, where people sat down in groups, volunteers, and read these books on the list, and do you think that example will be followed now in other communities?
I think it really depends on the community. Beaufort is a very large community that has a lot of literary ties, and as a result, a lot of people in our community really care about these books and they care about the books that kids have access to. So we really work together as a community for that kind of approach. I'm not sure if it would be available for every kind of community. You know, not every community is like this tightly knit, this willing to do all these things. So, I mean, I think it's a really good model, but I'm not sure how well it would be followed outside of Beaufort County.
How many different people did you work with when you were making those efforts? I mean, you had to deal with, did you not, parents, school board members, librarians? What was that like for you?
Well, it was definitely a lot of people to be able to talking to. I was an intern at the Pat Conner Literary Center before, so I kind of had the experience of talking to people maybe I didn't know and talking to them in a professional setting. So for me, it was definitely still daunting and a little overwhelming, but I found it, myself, a little more easier than I know some of the other DAYLO kids found it.
You're at the College of Charleston now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're on spring break. How's it going, and what are you studying there?
I am studying studio art at College of Charleston, and I am double minoring in creative writing and women's and gender studies. I think it's going so far pretty well. I am taking my first math class this semester, so that's little yikes, but I'm really liking it so far. My women's and gender studies classes are definitely like my favorite. Can't get enough of them.
Well, Millie Bennett, we appreciate you taking time during your spring break to talk to us here at WHHI. And if people did not see the interview, all you have to do is Google book ban Beaufort, and most likely either the CBS News site will come up, or else you can even find it now on YouTube. So we appreciate your time and best of luck with the next semester, okay?
Thank you so much.
And thank you too. When we come back on the WHHI News, we're going to find out how things went for the Darius Rucker Intercollegiate College Invitational Golf Tournament. Don't go away.